Hello everyone and welcome to Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. I'm gonna jump straight into career mode. So yes, right. Where do we want to start? I think we're gonna start at the nearest airport to where I live, which is... Oh, am I not allowed to pick Manchester Airport? Oh yeah, no, okay. I'm not allowed to pick Manchester Airport. I guess the next closest that I can pick, it's gonna be one of these two. I think it's this one. So we're gonna start in Goulburn, in the borough of Wigan in Greater Manchester. That's where we're starting. If this loading screen wants to, you know, progress. Okay, here we go. Wow, this is a tiny little airstrip. Choose airport, yes. I thought I made that clear already, but maybe not. You know, when I clicked that airport and start, yeah, whatever. That's beside the point. I don't know anything about career mode in this game, apart from, like, you earn your private pilot's license and then you earn money and something like that. I don't know. So, we'll see. We will see indeed. Okay. Here we are, coming up to the office. Hello there,
Hello
you
there.
must be
Finer Jade.
Finer Jade? Close enough, it's Fiona Jade, but sure.
Welcome to Haydock Park Airstrip. I'm Scott, the owner of this aero club.
Your mouth barely moves.
Here at the club, we provide all the training lessons you need to get started and earn your private pilot license.
Okay.
Then, once you've earned your PPL, you can build up your flight hours and get more experience by taking people out on first flights.
Cool.
But before any of that, let's head outside and take a flight to get familiar with our aircraft and the local surroundings.
I've got like a joystick set up. Not a very good one. It's the Thrustmaster T-Flight HOTUS X, which is probably almost as old as I am. If not older. I actually don't know when it came out.
Welcome to the apron.
And it's very plasticky and cheap, but it's better than nothing.
Why don't you walk around a bit while I finish the pre-flight preparations?
Okay. So, yeah, walk around the airport, yeah. Or walk around the aircraft,
Today we
even.
will be flying in a Cessna 172
The
Skyhawk.
plane I know well.
It's the main trainer airplane in our flight school. Our Cessna's got a glass cockpit and a 180 horsepower engine. Climbs well and is easy to fly. It's one sweet ride. I'm ready if you are, so hop in and buckle up.
Alright.
Let the good times roll.
Let's get in. Oh, yeah. Let me in. Yay! Okay.
Welcome aboard. While you settle in, let's go over our flight plan. After taking off, we will climb to 1,600 feet above sea level, and then fly over the airport to enjoy the view.
Cool.
Ready? Why don't you start the engine for us?
I kind of want to do it myself, but I'll to speed things up. I'll press Control E and let it do it all itself.
Perfect.
Yeah.
The wind is from 270 degrees direction with a speed of 9 knots, so we'll be taking off from runway 29. Okay, let me taxi to the runway.
Set that up. Sorry, I know what I'm doing a little bit more than it wants me to, I think. I played Flight Sim 2020, so yes. Right, we are on the runway. There we go. So I can switch to external view, except I don't want to do that. I want internal view.
We will be climbing at 139 kilometers per hour.
Why are we in kilometers per hour?
Climbing speed for the Cessna Skyhawk.
No.
While climbing, we will follow a left-hand traffic pattern and make 2 turns.
I don't want to be using kilometers per hour. Let's release the brakes.
Ready for takeoff? Apply full power to get us moving. You handle the yoke, and I'll take care of the pedals, steering the aircraft on the runway during takeoff.
Okay, right. Yeah, so the speedometer on the plane is in knots, but the guy said kilometers an hour.
We have reached 102 kilometers per hour. Pull the yoke a little bit to
go.
lift off.
I'm flying a plane! I'm flying a plane, I'm doing it! This is fun. Oh, I missed this. I've not played Flight Sim in a long
We are
time.
approaching our first turn. As you'll see, the Cessna 172 requires very little yoke movement to turn.
Okay, I see. So we're following these guidelines in the sky. And I've turned them off. I'll turn them back on, actually,
You can start
because
turning left.
I probably need to follow
We are
them.
300 feet above the ground. I will retract the flaps. You keep climbing.
Actually, I can see the flight plan on the screen in the top left there. So I am just gonna follow that. I think. Yeah, keep going.
Keep climbing and prepare for the next turn.
Yeah, keep going up. I think I'm
This is a good
fairly.
climbing angle. Try to visually remember it.
I think I'm doing fairly well here for keeping on track. If we look in the top left, I don't like playing with the assists on.
We are almost there.
Oh.
Remember, we need to climb to 1,600 feet. It will keep us 500 feet above the traffic pattern.
The AI voice has died, it seems. So we've got a robot voice now. Right. Yes. Let's. I want to be turning left now. I think I went a bit too far. Maybe keeping the stuff on would have been a good idea.
Be careful. If you bank the aircraft too
There
much,
we
we
go.
might lose lift and stall. I love the weather today. The clouds are beautiful, aren't they? There we are. 1,600 feet above sea level and 500 feet above the traffic pattern. We have safe separation with the other airplanes. Look around. See our airport. Let's fly over it.
The airport is somewhere over there. There's the airport. We can see it now. Yeah, the robot voice is weird. I think Microsoft servers are still struggling to cope with
Awesome. I know that you're busy navigating and controlling the plane, but don't forget to enjoy the view.
Stop interrupting me. Yeah, I think the servers are still quite busy with just the amount of people playing the game.
Done. I believe you have a talent for piloting. I hope you enjoyed the flight. Let's head back to the ground now.
Where are we going? Okay, mission success. I'll take it. I flew a plane. There we go.
This might be the first chapter in your pilot's journey, if you want to embark on it. Let's catch up at our headquarters.
Yeah, this robot voice is weird, but yeah.
You seem comfortable out there. I'm sure you will get your
The robot
PPL
voice is
in no
killing
time.
me. Yeah, everything is like online and streamed to the computer and stuff. And I think the servers are just struggling to cope. So, you know, if the robot voice is all that's going wrong, then I guess that's the least of our worries. No, it's not. What am I on about? It's not the least of our worries. It's like that's fine. Much worse could be going wrong.
All the different certifications you can pass.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Wow, that's a lot of.
Your first step is to work towards your private pilot license.
Okay, well I guess I'll work towards my
All the
private
training
pilot's
lessons
license.
You will need to pass the PPL exam are available here. Make sure you're comfortable with these before taking the exam.
Okay. Okay, so I've done these two, not recorded those because they were boring, didn't involve any actual flying. And then I did this one, I got a B, which I think was unfair, but I want to get an A, so I'm going to try again. Right. Yes, start training.
To help demonstrate pitch, I've drawn 3 lines on the windshield. Notice how the middle line matches the horizon while we're flying level? This is the cruise attitude.
Okay.
The lower dotted line is the climb attitude, and the upper one is the descent attitude. Let's dig deeper into what that means. Pull back gently on the yoke until the climb attitude line matches the horizon. Then
Sure
maintain
thing.
that attitude.
Oui. There we go. Maintain
According
that
to your
attitude,
altimeter,
yeah.
we're gaining altitude. but we're losing airspeed, proving you can avoid basic physics while making a climb. That's good.
Yay!
Keep working on it. You'll get better.
What do you mean? What do you mean keep working on it? There we go.
Our speed is increasing and our altitude is stable. All right. That's good. That's okay. Push gently on the yoke until the descent attitude line matches the horizon.
Okay.
Then maintain that attitude.
There we go.
As expected, with a nose-down attitude, our altitude is decreasing while our speed is picking up. That's good. Keep working on it. You'll get better.
What do you mean keep working on it? I'm smashing this.
Bring us back to level flight.
There we go. Level flight.
Now your speed is decreasing and your altitude is stable. Nice. That's good. That's okay. Try to make only small adjustments to your pitch to avoid overcorrection.
Yeah, I'm trying. My yoke is still very sensitive. That better be an A. I don't know what the, well done. Keep going, you'll get better. Like, I don't know what that was about. If this is still a B, I'm not going to try again. I can't be bothered. Yep, still a B. Like, I really don't know what's going on here, so we're gonna move past that. Maybe I'll go back and do better in the future. Maybe off camera I'll try to do it 10,000 times and get an A on it. But yeah, it's annoying me. I'm annoyed because I know I did better than to warrant getting a score of like 55%. Right. Learn to use the ailerons and rudder. Why not? Start training.
For this lesson, we're going to use a line drawn on the windshield to indicate the cruise attitude. I've also added another dotted line to help you bank properly for left turns. Gently move the yoke to the left until the dotted line matches up with the horizon.
Okay.
Then maintain that bank.
There we go. I'd say that's pretty good.
That's good. Watch your altitude. It wasn't constant during the turn. Now, let's see you level back out.
I feel like it was pretty constant. There we go, leveled back out.
All right. For the next step, turning to the right, let's see how you do on your own without any markings.
Okay.
You can see a series of notches representing 10-degree increments on the attitude indicator part of your PFD. As a general rule, you always want to keep your turns under 30 degrees.
500.
Start banking right until you're lined up with the second notch to the right on the attitude indicator.
Okay.
Then, maintain that 20-degree bank while remaining at the same altitude until I ask you to stop. Nice.
Yay!
100.
Level us back out now.
Level back out.
Great.
Epic.
Wow, great job.
Yay! Does that mean I got an A? I hope so. I wasn't talking much because I was really concentrating there. I might not get to the private pilot's license today. There's quite a lot of things to do. Yay, got an A! Yeah, the left turn wasn't as good. Oh, I just got the A. At some point, I'm definitely gonna get a better thing than this for flight sim. Right, let's move on. Power management. Okay, let's learn power management.
Let's talk about the throttle. If you have the need for speed, then the throttle's for you. Full control over the power output of the engine.
Yeah, that
In
is what it
Cessna
does.
172, that relates directly to the RPM displayed on the tachometer on the PFD. Pull back on the throttle to reduce RPM to 1800.
Okay.
Look how your speed and altitude are also decreasing. Excellent.
Yay, excellent.
Okay, let's throttle back up to 2,400 RPM.
Okay. Is that full power? Close enough.
Your speed is increasing now. As long as you maintain the same attitude, your altitude will keep climbing as well.
Yes, we like that.
Nice. That was excellent.
Yay!
With piston planes like this Cessna, it's common to have power targets defined in RPM.
Hooray! I think I did it. I think I got an A. I know that keeping my attitude level with the Horizon was not perfect there, but I think it was decent. Nice, yeah, that's pretty good actually. I'm quite proud of myself. Hooray! I'm flying a plane! Okay, so we've got a maneuver test now. Review the skills learned in previous lessons. Cool. I can do that. So it's going to want me to do everything. Okay. Oh wow, we've not even got a
The art of
line.
maneuvering a plane through the air isn't a mystery to you anymore. Now it's time to test the skills you've learned. As you can see, we're cruising at 6,000 feet on a north heading of 360 degrees.
Yes, that we
Start
are.
by descending to 5,500 feet while maintaining a northerly heading.
Okay, I will do that. I'm descending.
If your speed is in the yellow section of the airspeed indicator, it means you are overspeed.
Yeah, well, it's not, so
Reduce throttle
shush.
to idle and pull gently on the yoke to slow down.
It's not in the yellow section, it's nowhere near the yellow section, so cool it. Let me cook in it. Right, we're like a little over halfway to 5,500. Still heading north. And now,
While descending, reduce throttle to avoid overspeed.
oh yeah,
That's good.
yay!
Now, climb to 6,000 feet and turn to a south heading.
Okay, I can do
On
that.
the Cessna 172, you need full power to climb effectively.
Right, let's turn this way to go south while climbing. Oh, you really do need full power to climb well. Like, we're losing speed on full power, or barely gaining it. Right, we're almost halfway towards south. We're most of the way to 6,000 feet again, although I was losing vertical speed there. Right, almost facing south. I'll begin to... Oh, actually it's 180. Don't know why I thought it was 190 for a second. Right, and that is 6,000 feet. Hooray! I did
Nice.
it!
All right, next exercise. Maintain your heading of 180 degrees, stay at 6,000 feet, and adjust your airspeed to 80 knots.
I will do that. Don't you worry, I will do just that. And that is 80 knots.
All right,
Oh, let's not lose speed, please.
that was excellent.
Yay! I did it! Give me an A, give me an A, give me an A, give me an A. Yay! I got an A. Although my descent was apparently not very good, but the rest of it was fine. Back to certification. Okay, so we appear to be about halfway. I think I will not record these next two, because again, it doesn't involve any actual flying. So I'll see you for takeoff. Okay, we're gonna take off now. Gonna learn how to take off. I think I already know how, but we'll see if this game can teach me anything I don't already know. It probably can, especially as we get like later on past the basics. I do only know the basics. Okay.
There's an old saying I like, a mile of road will take you a mile. A mile of runway will take you anywhere.
Well, it depends on the plane.
Taking off isn't hard, but there are a few key points to remember. First, we always take off into the wind, which won't be an issue on a calm day like today. Second,
Yep, I knew
before
that.
we enter a runway, we always make sure it's clear. Check to the right to see if a vehicle is on the runway,
No!
and to the left to make sure no other planes are approaching.
I can't see very far, but I don't see anything
Runway numbers
approaching.
are not arbitrary. Each number matches the first two number of the runway's compass
I knew
bearing,
this as well.
rounded to the nearest 10 degrees. For example, a runway orientated towards the north would be numbered 36, which is 360 degrees on a compass. Everything looks good, no cross traffic. Go ahead and taxi into position.
I will taxi into position.
Now
Also,
slowly taxi onto
my
the
girlfriend
runway
got home.
and align the plane with the center line. Then stop your plane just after the number 21.
Hello. Weirdo.
Okay.
I love you. Hope you're enjoying this quality content, people watching. Right, let's stop here. Lovely.
Excellent.
That was pretty good taxiing, considering
Alright,
I was
let's
being
do this.
distracted.
Apply full power, and I'll walk you through the takeoff as we go.
Okay. Full power. Full beans.
Use your rudder to stay on the center line, and keep pushing power until you reach 55 knots.
Will do, Chief. Will do. Oh, let's get back on the centre line. Yeah, oh, we're drifting a bit. Yeah, we're fairly centred, but we are definitely drifting. That's 55, right?
Good. Now, gently pull back on the yoke,
And we're in the air.
and we're airborne.
Yay! I wasn't very centred, but I'm airborne.
Line at
Okay.
the top of your instrument panel, so it's a couple of inches above the horizon.
Yep.
That'll pitch us up and set a good climb altitude. Maintain 75 knots, and we'll reach our target altitude of 5,500 feet in no time.
I was going to say that's quite a long
Focus
way to
on
go
flying
up,
straight.
but
Use your rudders to remove the left yaw plane as when climbing. You can see your current yaw input by looking at the MFD's slip skid indicator.
oh yeah, that's what happens when you yaw. Yep. Oh, hang on. Keep climbing. Yeah, I was gonna say 5,500 seems like quite a long way to go, but the airport is at 5,000 feet already, so it's not that long. We're almost there. We're at
Maintain
5420.
75 knots and climb to 5,500 feet.
Yeah. I'm doing about 75 knots, give or take. There we
Okay, 5,500 feet. You've reached your target altitude.
go. Yay! Did it.
That was a nice takeoff.
Does that mean I got a B? Does nice mean I got a B? I'll understand if I got a B. I can't be bothered to redo it, but I'll understand. I got an A! Yay! Cool. Back to certification. I got an A! I'm amazing! Based on your training grade, I think you're ready. I've still got a few things. And landing is where I struggle, so I'm gonna do the landing learning stuff. Okay, so there will be no need to use the throttle or the flaps on this one. Okay, I won't use the throttle or the flaps. Let's go. It feels like we're quite high.
For this landing exercise, I want you to focus on the yoke only. We're close enough to the runway to land safely without adding any throttle.
Okay, I'll turn the throttle
Maintain
off
a
then.
speed of around 65 knots. Pitch down if you're going too slow. Pitch up if you're too fast. Keep your airspeed at 65 knots. When you're 10 feet above the runway, it's time to flare.
What, like jeans?
To flare means to raise the nose of the aircraft to slow your descent for a softer landing, but without
It's
ever
line up with
leveling
runway a
off or
bit.
climbing. The main landing gear will touch down before the nose wheel does.
Still a bit to the right of the runway. There we go. Now we're nicely aligned. Let's pitch down a bit to get back up to 65. It feels like we're coming in very, very high up, so
500.
I don't know. Also says we're not aligned with runway. I think we are.
We're coming up on flare height. Resist the temptation to pull back. Now, focus on the end of the runway and pull back slightly on the yoke to aim the nose just above it.
Yeah,
Nice.
did it.
Now, apply the brakes progressively to slow us down and bring the plane to a stop. Use rudder pedals to stay on the center line.
I think I smashed that. I think I did that really well.
That was excellent.
Yes! I think I smashed that. That's got to be one of the best landings I've ever done. I'm quite proud of myself. Did I get an A? I got an A. Okay, apparently the flare was not very good. Oh, I just scraped an A. Look at that. Wow. Sadie's just throwing her slippers at me.
Your
Oh no, my
slippers.
slippers.
They're your slippers. There you go.
Thanks. Okay, it's time to learn how to use the throttle. So I'm also going to be using yoke. Okay, so I'll be doing both. I'll be doing the full landing experience, as it were. Yeah, I've been recording for 69 minutes. Lol.
In the first part of this landing exercise, I want you to stay on the glide path by using the throttle. You can make small corrections with the yoke to stay aligned with the runway. Smooth action on the throttle is key for remaining on the correct glide path. If you find yourself too high, reduce your power. If you're too low, increase it. Remember though, always make soft corrections. You don't want to overcompensate. Now you can use the elevator to land.
Alright, let's get a bit of throttle in there, because we're not... Oh, what was that? Okay, I don't think I had control of it, and then suddenly I did, and yeah. That was weird. That was very weird. Let's pull back on the throttle a bit, because I think we want to maintain about 65. I don't know why it has us coming in so high. You see those white lights on the left? 2 should be white, 2 should be red, for you to be like coming in at the correct level of yes, if that makes sense. The correct level of yes, that was English. I mean, this feels very, very
Reduce the
similar
throttle to idle.
to the last
Now, focus Focus on the
Yeah,
end of the
flare,
runway and
yeah.
pull back slightly on the yoke to aim the nose just above it.
Oh, yeah, we've landed already. Yeah. Okay,
Nice. Now apply the brakes to slow us down and bring the plane to a stop.
I feel like everything happened faster than my instructor was expecting there. But yeah, this seems to set you
That
up
was
to fail,
excellent.
but it told me I did excellent, so... Look, I saved us from my instructor's crappy attempt at thwarting my training. No, I'm kidding. I got an A, so I'll take it. I think we're almost done with the private pilot's license, which, I mean, you know, if in real life you manage to finish your private pilot's license in 2 hours, I'd say that's pretty impressive. Right, yes, we've got combining throttle and yoke. I feel like I just did that. Okay. I'll do this one off camera, and then we'll do the follow the traffic pattern and the first solo flight, and then we'll take the exam, and then we'll be done. This video might be very long. We'll see. Okay, here we go.
Okay, we're currently flying on the downwind leg. At the standard traffic pattern altitude of 6,000 feet.
Oh, let's get back up to 6,000.
It's a flight path parallel to the landing runway, but in the opposite direction. In downwind, you want to start preparing for landing. That means setting your speed and flaps configuration.
I can do that.
We are passing the end of the runway, so go ahead and reduce RPM
Oh,
to
it's already
1700.
there. It's already at 1700.
It will help you to slow you down to 80 knots and begin
I'm
your
already
descent.
below 80 knots. It started me below 80 knots. What are you on about?
The flaps provide extra lift at the expense of additional drag. This extra lift allows flying at a lower airspeed. Flaps allow for smoother and shorter landings. Go ahead and extend 10 degrees of flaps,
Yeah,
all while maintaining current speed.
there we go. That's 10 degrees of flaps. Got a nice little button on my yoke for
We'll
that.
turn to the base leg when the end of the runway is at a 45-degree angle behind us.
Let's get back up to 80 knots. I don't know why it expected me to be at 80 knots when it started me below there and then told me to reduce my throttle. I also don't know if I'm meant to be trying to maintain 6,000 feet, but that's definitely not going to happen. So, yeah, I'm just trying to get kind of back up there. Just aiming for this waypoint here. Okay.
Turn left onto the base leg.
Oh, yeah, let's turn. Yeah, that was a bit harsh. That's fine. Let's readjust that back. Oh. There's the end of the base leg. Doing 80 knots now, so let's throttle back.
Try to keep our speed around 75 knots.
You told me 80 before.
Keep an eye on the runway as we get ready for our final turn.
Where's the runway? There's the runway. Okay.
Turn left onto final.
I'm turning left, yeah.
Make your left turn onto final.
I'm making my left turn. Oh, we've overshot
Make your
slightly.
left.
There we go. I don't think I'm getting an A for this one.
Keep a stabilized approach with 65 knots airspeed and prepare for landing.
Okay, let's try and reduce to
Use throttle and flaps as
55.
required to adjust the glide slope.
Well, throttle's idling currently, and I've already extended. Maybe I'll put the flaps out. Oh, I've brought them in. Let's put the flaps out 2 notches. There we go.
500.
Yeah, there we go. Speed's down to 65. See, two of the lights are red now. Oh, one of the lights, sorry, 3 of the lights are red now. Close enough, we're okay. Although I'm coming in quite slowly. Oh, that was a bit rough.
Apply the brakes and stop the plane.
I feel like, I don't know. I don't know what it wanted from me there, but I feel like within the instructions it gave me, which seemed flawed, I feel like I did the best I could.
You followed the traffic pattern well. Good job.
Good job. Good job. I'll take it. Does that mean an A? Did I get an A? No, because my final approach was shit. I also think I skipped the combining thingy and thingy, throttle and yoke for landing by accident. So, yeah, I did. Okay, that's fine. Let's do the first solo flight and then the exam. And I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna get A's on everything on my own. Probably, if I can be bothered.
It's time. Your first solo flight. I'll be watching from the ground, in radio contact if you need me, but something tells me you won't. Your goal is to complete Sedona's left-hand traffic pattern on your own.
Cool,
Remember
I'll
everything we
try.
covered in our previous sessions, and you'll be just fine. Good luck. See you on the other side.
Alright, let's take off. Oh, the plane really likes to pull left when you're applying a lot of power. So we wanted to go to 55 knots and then pull up on the throttle, I believe. Oh, yeah, steady. I wish I had rudder pedals in real life. Okay, let's pull back a bit. Yeah, we are in the air. Oh, yeah. Let's let our speed increase a bit. So we want 5,300 feet. Okay. There we go, that's basically 75 knots. Ooh. It's like the tiniest little adjustments on the yoke lead to the biggest changes. Right, let's turn left. Oh, hang on. It's what gets wants us higher up clearly, so let's do that. Feels like it really wants us higher up than we can get to. Like, I got to 5,300 when it wanted me to, and now it wants me all the way up there. That's not happening. Let's try and keep ourselves at 75 or so, which means not ascending much. Okay, let's... Oh, Jesus. That was sharper than I wanted to turn. So once it's at 5,700 feet, which we're doing, yeah. Okay. Turn left for downwind leg, yeah. Oh. So once it's at 6,000 feet now. I'll get up to 6,000 then. I can do that just fine. Look, there's where we started. Oh. Yeah, I really need to invest in a better thing, because it's not a yoke. I don't have a yoke. I've got a joystick, so I need to invest in a better set of things for that. So right, let's bring our speed down to 80. I've already got 10 degrees of flaps. You never told me to retract them. So yeah. Let's keep ourselves at 6,000 or try to. And 80 knots. Like, I'm really doing the tiniest movements and you can see how much it's jolting, and I've already decreased the sensitivity so much. Like, I've put the sensitivity to 20% of what it started at. I don't want to have to do it anymore. Right, let's put a bit more throttle in and turn left. So I suppose we want to slow down a bit now. 75 should be fine for this. I think we want to be landing it closer to 65. Yeah, 75. Okay, bring the throttle way down. And our nose back up a bit. Right, let's turn left. Oh, yep, there we go. And there's the runway. Ooh, come on. Stop jolting around. I wish there was more fine-tuned, well, fine-tuning, I suppose, of the control curves. Because it's like I push left a little bit, okay, it moves a little bit. I push left a little bit more, it jolts a ton. So let's put a bit more flappage out, to use the technical term. I mean, it's really not getting down to 65. I'm on idle with 20 degrees of flaps, which is, I mean, I don't really want to use any more because then our speed will go down to like 50. So we're not getting down to 65, probably until we hit the ground, but you know. Right, let's do that and cool, there we go. I have landed a plane. I have landed a plane indeed. Let's bring the flaps back in. I don't know if I'm getting an A for that. I don't know if it's happening. We'll see.
I think a bit more practice may be a good idea. You're on your way to becoming one hell of a pilot.
What do you mean a bit more practice? I feel like I did that okay. And I got a C. Right. Okay, so that is where I'm going to leave it because the game keeps crashing and I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed at the game. So we got most of the way to the private pilot's license. I feel like if I get all the way, you'll also be seeing me doing the same things about 40 bajillion times. So, yeah, this game still has issues. It had a lot more issues the day it released. The reviews the day it released were overwhelmingly negative. I'm looking at Steam right now, and now they're just mostly negative. So it's getting better, but it still keeps crashing. There's still issues with it, as you saw with the robot voice earlier. So yeah, hopefully this game improves because I spent a lot of money on it. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching me learn to fly a plane, and goodbye.